No one expected this twist. After the violent scandal, Yaman is about to take the most important step of his life. How far does love go when the whole world is watching? Is it possible to leave the past behind and start anew? Today, I bring you all the unseen details about the alleged engagement between Yaman and Sara Bluma, the unexpected role of his mother Gulden Yaman, and the hidden reaction of Demet Özdemir. Since the controversy between Sara and her ex-husband broke out, the media has relentlessly pursued them. But amid this storm, Khan made a decision that surprised even his closest friends. Rumors in Rome say Khan could no longer bear seeing Sara suffer. The night after the scandal, he sought her out, embraced her, and promised never to leave her alone. Paparazzi caught Khan entering Sara's building in the dead of night, and since then, the speculation has not stopped. In Istanbul and Rome, everyone talks about a possible marriage proposal. According to close sources, Khan has asked his mother for help organizing an intimate event away from the spotlight. But the biggest surprise was Gulden's call to Demet Özdemir, with words only a mother can say. "I want you to hear it from me before the magazines." Demet was left speechless, with a whirlwind of emotions: relief, nostalgia, perhaps a little jealousy, but above all the sincere wish to see Khan happy, even if not with her. Meanwhile, Khan has been searching for the perfect ring, visiting discreet jewelers accompanied by his mother, who, although excited, also showed concern about how fast things are moving. Without hesitation, Khan told her, "I don't want to lose her." The news spread quickly. Some fear the decision is rushed. Others believe it represents a chance for Sara to start over, to believe that love can overcome any scandal. The Italian press is already speculating about the date and place of the proposal, possibly a private villa in Tuscany for an intimate dinner. Demet, meanwhile, remains silent on social media, though a melancholic post set off alarms among her followers. Rumors of reconciliation, secret weddings, and meetings between Sara and Khan do not stop. Khan's close circle describes him as determined but vulnerable, as if jumping into the void aware of the risk. Sara's mother traveled to Rome to be close to her daughter. Their relationship is tense, but Khan's gesture reopened dialogue, albeit cautiously. Preparations at the villa proceed with utmost discretion. White flowers, candles, staff with confidentiality agreements, and no phones allowed. On social media, the story explodes: memes, theories, and debates. An even bigger rumor claims Demet has received an offer to star in a series alongside Khan. Could life reunite them again, even if only on screen? This story is far from over, and here you will witness every chapter. If you want to know the best-kept secrets of the celebrity world before anyone else, subscribe and hit the bell. Because on this channel, reality surpasses fiction. Even as time goes on and the faces around her change, my respect for Demet Özdemir only grows. She has faced an emotional storm with admirable strength, without needing public explanations or to justify every move. Her silence, far from passivity, is a declaration of principles. In a world that rewards scandal, she chose sobriety. And that, in my opinion, says more than any interview or social media post. It's true that Yaman's name still lingers around her, even if their paths seem separate. They say he always returns after every scandal, every fleeting and superficial love, as if searching in her for something no other can give. And maybe he does. But Demet is no longer the one waiting for him. She learned to close herself off so she wouldn't break again. She protected herself, not out of bitterness, but self-love. And that decision to no longer subject herself to the back and forth, for me, is a sign of emotional maturity. Reading messages that say Demet cries or she deserves better touches me deeply. Because I also feel she gave her best in a story others try to minimize. What they shared was not just acting, it was a true connection. Yet she was the one left with the emotional burden while he moved on as if nothing happened. And the most admirable thing is she didn't resort to scandal. She didn't try to hurt anyone. She simply walked away with her head held high. Demet also tried to rebuild her life. She chose another path, got married, sought stability. But we all know that marriage did not last. Some call it a mistake, an impulse, but I understand it as a need to start over. Sometimes when you've loved deeply, anything else feels insufficient, and the wounds of the past don't disappear easily. Sometimes you just learn to live with them without letting them define you. What I admire most about her is that she stays out of the noise. While people talk about Khan and his supposed wedding, while rumors and theories emerge, she focuses on herself, her career, her growth, her peace. She doesn't need public validation. And if one day she decides to speak, she will do it with class, without trying to hurt. Because that's Demet. Strong, but without losing tenderness. Determined, but without hatred. And that way of being, so coherent and serene, is increasingly rare to find. When I read so many supportive comments, I understand them. Because Demet represents many women who were hurt without reason, who gave everything for love and received doubt. She represents those who had to rebuild from silence, without spotlights, without scandals. Those who understood that not everything that shines is true, and that self-love is the most lasting love. I don't think she wants to go back to Khan, at least not with the man he is now, lost amid luxury and rash decisions. That Khan is no longer the one who looked at her with truth. And if anything remains between them, let it be respect. Because she is in another stage. She no longer needs to be the ex of, because she has become her own strength, her own name. And that means more than any headline. Fate is uncertain, yes. But while many shout to be noticed, Demet chooses the silence that builds. While others contradict themselves at every step, she continues her path firmly. And while the world unravels, she grows. Not as a product of fame, but as a woman of flesh and blood who felt, fell, got up, and therein lies her greatness. Because to endure without losing oneself today is the true victory.